An exclusive right to sell listing affords a real estate broker the greatest fee protection. It is also the most commonly used type of employment. Under an exclusive right to sell agreement, the owner relinquishes their right to list the property with other brokers or avoid payment of a fee by selling the property themselves or removing it from the market. Here, an owner of real estate grants a broker the right to locate a buyer for the property prior to the expiration of the period of employment specified in the listing agreement. The broker is entitled to the fee agreed to in the listing agreement if, during the listing period, the property is sold on any terms, no matter who produces the buyer, or the broker or their agent presents the seller with a bona fide offer from a ready, willing, and able buyer on terms sought by the seller under the listing or on other terms accepted by the seller. Exclusive right to sell listings give a broker and their agents the greatest incentive to work toward attaining the client's goal of locating a buyer. The seller's broker does not compete with the client to sell the property. No, they all work together to achieve the sale. But it doesn't always work out. Sometimes clients misbehave and deals go south. That's life. What happens when a less than stellar seller attempts to terminate a broker's employment without good cause prior to the expiration of the listing period? Well, while a seller may terminate the broker's agency at any time, the seller cannot both terminate the agency during the listing period and avoid payment of a fee if a termination of agency clause exists in the listing agreement. The termination of agency clause in a listing agreement couples the permissible canceling of the listing with the obligation to pay a fee. Why? Well, on cancellation, the broker is deprived of the opportunity acquired under the listing to earn a fee. On a similar note, when a seller, by word or by conduct, clearly indicates they no longer intend to sell the property, the agent prepares a release and cancellation of employment agreement form for the seller to review and sign. The release and cancellation agreement may call for immediate payment of the full brokerage fee agreed to in the listing in exchange for mutually agreeing to cancel the listing agreement. Alternatively, it may call for payment at a later date when the property is sold or placed again on the market with a specified time period after the date of the agreement. Or a compromise might be the payment of a partial fee with a balance due if the property is sold during the cancellation period. Basically, the form is used for the broker and the client to reach a meeting of the minds, a compromise, and dictate the terms of a mutually agreeable termination. Notice that this release and cancellation agreement is also used when a buyer wants to cancel an exclusive right to buy listing. Similarly, an exclusive authorization to lease property is used to authorize an agent to solicit prospective tenants and negotiate a lease of the property for a fixed period of time.